I am now 147, 93, and 1 on the season. Let's talk about week 17. Alright guys, we got one more week to go, and we still have a playoff spot up in the airs, and we still have divisions that have to be clinched. Let's talk about these games. First up is Cleveland traveling to Cincinnati. Cleveland, the most disappointing team in the AFC, such high expectations they could not live up to it. And Cincinnati, they are set as the first overall pick. I got Cleveland winning this one. Miami travels to New England. For New England, they win this game, they get a first round bye. For Miami, they've had a better season than people expected. A lot of people expected them to maybe win one game, if that. They really played hard, but they don't get it done against the Patriots. Patriots take this one at home and get their first round bye. Chicago's traveling to Minnesota. Chicago, another team that's been a little disappointing. People expected them to compete, but they were up and down all year. And Minnesota, they are in the playoffs. They are stuck as a wild card. Could rest their starters. I don't think they will. I got them winning at home. Chargers traveling to KC. KC, they win this game, and New England loses to Miami. They get the first round bye. Chargers, another team that we expected to be in it towards the end, didn't happen. I got KC winning this one. They still have something to play for. Jets traveling to Buffalo. Buffalo, they are locked in as the 5th seed. Jets got better as the season went on. Hopefully that's a sign of things to come in the next few years. I got Buffalo winning this one at home. Green Bay traveling to Detroit. Green Bay, they are in line for a first round bye, and they're still in line for the number 1 seed if things go their way. I have them taking care of business against Detroit. New Orleans is traveling to Carolina. For New Orleans, they are still in it for a first round bye and the number 1 seed. Things just have to go their way, and I say they get the job done against Carolina on the road. Atlanta's traveling to Tampa Bay. For Atlanta, probably the most disappointing team in the NFL this year. Dan Quinn was able to save his job, but I expect them to be in it towards the end. That didn't happen. And for Tampa Bay, looks like Jameis Winston will be back as the starter. Threw a lot of interceptions this year. Let's see if that's the right move. I'm going to go with Atlanta over Tampa Bay. Philadelphia is traveling to the Giants. For Philadelphia, this is simple. Win, and you win the division. It's that simple. Win this game, you win the division. And they get it done against the Giants. Tampa Bay is traveling to Houston. For Houston, we'll see if they rest their starters. They might, because there's not really much they can do. They could move up to the 3rd seed, but we'll see if they think that's worth it. And for Tennessee, you win, you get the last wildcard spot. And I have them getting it done on the road against Houston. Washington is traveling to Dallas. I'm going to go with Dallas right here. They win, and Philadelphia loses to the Giants. They get the division. Pittsburgh is traveling to Baltimore. Baltimore, Lamar Jackson, Mark Andrews, Mark Ingram, and a few others are going to be sitting out this game. But I still have them beating Pittsburgh. Don't know why. I just do. Indianapolis is traveling to Jacksonville. Both of these teams you thought maybe they'd be in it towards the end. That didn't happen. I'm going to go with Indianapolis over Jacksonville. Oakland is traveling to Denver. Surprisingly, Oakland is still in the playoff race. They win, and they get a lot of help. They could be the 6th seed. I do say they get the job done against Denver, who looks like they found their starter next year in Drew Lock. Arizona's traveling to the Rams. For the Rams, they were the Super Bowl runner-ups the year before. This year, they're not even going to make it to the playoffs. And for Arizona, Kyler Murray, I think he had a solid rookie year, and I think Arizona may have their quarterback of the future. And as for this game, I'm going to go with the Rams at home. And finally, the Sunday night game, San Francisco travels to Seattle. This is a big game. This is going to decide a lot of the playoff seedings. San Francisco wins. They win the West. Also, they get the number 1 seed. Seattle wins. They get the West. And if they get some help, they could get the number 1 seed. Now, the game is in Seattle. However, Seattle has not had that home field advantage they have had for so many years, as 3 of their losses have come at home. And because of that, I'm going with San Francisco over Seattle. So San Francisco gets the win, the West, and the number 1 seed. Alright guys, those were my picks for Week 17. And I will see you when we talk about Wildcard Week.